Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime 9 Rulers Crown. We have the synopsis on any list. 9 is the tale of the town of Shiromitsugawa, host of mysterious artifacts and the superpowers they bestow on their users. A tale of growing trust and budding romance between the protagonist and the heroine, and also murder mystery where they hunt down the culprit behind a series of supernatural murders. Now this one, I only watched the first 2 episodes. This one, okay. I feel like this one got done dirty. There is no real official English translation. The only ones that I found were machine translation, and those machine translation are so awful. It was I was unable to understand what was happening. It is so bad, and I feel so sorry for people that like the IP, but you can't really watch it. I'm not going to watch any further. I watched 2 episodes, so bad. And nothing against the show itself. Not gonna rate the show in any way. But the translation or lack of is just, it's destroying whatever you could have of the show. If you don't understand Japanese, and I believe it is available in Southeast Asia, you can't really follow what is going on. Now, from what I've seen, the animation or the style, it did feel old school. The style, the art style, the story, from what I can gather, it feels like it is like 10 or 15 years ago, something that would have come out at that point. And I found out this is a visual novel that got an adaptation. I personally not really a fan of visual novel adaptation, especially with multiple girls, because the whole point is you choose the girl you want and then you try to follow the route for the girl you want, or maybe multiple girls. Not really something that translates too well in anime form, because the anime has then to decide on one path. Sometimes these visual novels have like a path that has all of them. So I don't know. I feel like these shows do not translate too well into anime, especially not in this way. So it seems like, from what I can read or what I read, that they try to fit the whole visual novel in like 13 episodes, which is a monumental task. And from what I read, that they sped up a lot of stuff, which is not really what you want from these stories. These stories do have a lot of relationship going on, and you get to grow these relationships instead of just running through them. Now, outside of that, again, from what I can gather, there was a ball, that ball got destroyed, and that released a bunch of artifacts, and now people can get like accessories that give them power, but can also corrupt them if they use it too much or are not able to fight it off some kind of way. And then there's this whole, someone is using the power to murder people. And this is all I could really gather. Now, we are also just going straight in with the girls. We get introduced to the first girl. Then we have like the sister. I don't know how important she is. We got introduced to this girl at the back. It's pretty fast paced from what I can gather. Again, I have no idea what the story is really about, because the MTA translation is so bad. It's not even close. I don't know. I would have hoped that there would be some kind of official translation for the show, so you could at least try to follow it. I'm very sorry that there is not. I'm just going to, you know, make this little video because for my sake, so I know, okay, I talked about the show. Even, this is just me, even if there was an official translation, I don't believe this would be a show for me because I'm not even a big visual novel fan. But even then, I already see a bunch of girls, so it is probably some kind of harem show. Again, the visual novel would then have you be able to choose whoever you like and then try to pursue them, which is one of the good parts of the visual novels. You can choose, stuff changes on the parts that you chose. That is the enticing part. But I do not like that in those harems. In this case, let's say these are the 4 potential partners, maybe 5, there's like a silhouette at the back. I have a 20% chance that the girl that I like is going to be chosen. So it's not enjoyable for me then. Again, biggest part is, why is there no English translation? I know Southeast Asia has their translation where they are unable to just do a somewhat decent English translation. I'm not hoping for like the best, but somewhat decent, so you could at least try to enjoy it, or the people that would like to enjoy it could then enjoy it. In this way, I know there's like a fan sub that is translating, and that seems somewhat decent, but I'm not going to try and find some kind of fan sub group deep down in the trenches of the internet. Again, apart from that, it seemed fine. It seemed like an adaptation. I only watched the first 2 episodes, so I can't really tell you much more. The first 2 episodes already gave me an aneurysm by how bad. There was a female character and the translation was Tony. I mean, come on. So I'm very sorry for everyone that really likes the IP. But maybe in a year or so when someone picks it up for like an official translation, or I would say if you are interested in this story in any kind, go play the visual novel. It's probably a far better experience than the anime anyway. But that are just my 2 cents.